And as always, our presentation is always a little bit dry, give a lot of numbers and everything. Now we want to give something, for your soul, for your heart. So I'm really proud to announce Rafale Chang. He's CEO from TigerParty. It's a New York City-based digital out-of-home agency, and they're doing some really cool stuff which is measurable and attributable, and we're really looking forward to him to give us some insights next 20 minutes about the advancements of LED technology and the proliferation of billboards. Everyone has been to Times Square, I'm sure, so a little Times Square in every corner. So Rafale, I'm not sure if you're, there you are, perfect. So the stage is yours, Rafale.
Hi. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Well, great to see you all in here. And today, well, we have been doing business in Times Square for past 15 years. And so what I'm here today, I want to share with you my experience, and our goal and vision is to bring the experience of Times Square to everywhere, to create the next Times Square to every corner in the world. And I want to show you for the past 15 years, what we have been seeing in the space, and what we're doing right now, and what we think is going to be happening for the future, all right? Well, we all know this. This is our credential. So this is we just did the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square. And every year, as we doing the ball drop, we synchronize the billboard and to do a live stream. I'm the CEO of TigerParty. Today, I want to show you the busiest street, the square of the world, Times Square. And as you can see, as always, the street has packed with people. And with so many billboards behind me, I want to give you an insight, why Times Square, after 100 years, and still be so energetic and so vivid, and such a strong vibe here. So you can see that, the billboard and also all this lighting affecting, that's how attracting people in here. But you can see that it's not just because of the LED itself. It's not a standard 4x3, 16x9. In Times Square, if you guys have been there, you can see they are not standardized shape. They are curving shape, they are round shape, and they are different kind of shape. They want to fit into the building so then they can create a unique character for that particular space. So this is, in the early stage of Times Square, before the billboard and after the billboard. And then, this is maybe 10 years ago, 13 years ago, we're starting to do some real-time user-generated content that we post our picture into the billboard. And then we're doing the live streaming to do the fashion show in Times Square, directly live streaming the Alexandra McQueen from Europe to Times Square on real time. And we're doing the oriental reality and motion sensor and all these different real-time responses in. And we have been doing this probably 13 years ago already. And we're still doing things like this and going on. So this is one of the campaigns we have done with Pepsi, and yeah.
Hashtag Say It With Pepsi campaign, featuring a unique set of over 200 Pepsi emojis on every bottle. It was a bold move that some would even call emotional. We let Pepsi fans in on the fun by taking over the biggest tourist attraction in the country, Times Square, with a plan to give fans a new way to say it with Pepsi. Through an easy-to-use app, our street team took photos of Pepsi fans on the ground, transforming the pictures into Pepsi emojis right then and there. Each personalized Pepsi emoji was then broadcast on 3 larger-than-life billboards and shared on Twitter for the world to see. Over 800 Pepsi fans got the opportunity to express their love for the brand IRL and online, which led to 50,000 organic impressions and a 40% bump in Pepsi's Twitter engagement rate. In short, it was a
So, not just the people can, take the picture on site and then to show their billboard, show their face in the billboard, But also we take the picture from the social media. You know, people can submit with their tag and to be able to engage with the user, not on site, but also remotely. So technically, we turn Times Square into a global engagement. People can just share their content through Instagram, through Twitter, and then post their picture with the Pepsi's tag, and then we will show them in Times Square. So this is how we engage with the people, not really on site at the moment. We also have a campaign with the Applebee, where they were launching a new burger, and they don't have the name for the burger yet. So what they do is they will, engage with the people who come into the shop and say, hey, just put this into your social media and give a name. How do you want to call this burger? And then we take a selfie, and then we show you in the Times Square, and then with your name, how you want to call this burger. So this engagement directly engaged with their more than 200 retail stores across the North America and directly engage with the billboard in Times Square. They extend the affection, the attraction to the people not on the space. So this is something, how we use it. This is 10 years ago. So this is what we do 10 years ago. And then, yes, we're definitely doing with more countdown clock, with new album release with Taylor Swift, with many different stars to try to bring the energy to the space. Live streaming, TikTok, all different streaming app. We're doing this real time. People will be able to directly, the star or the influencer will be able to directly connect into the screen. And of course, you want to be careful. You don't know what people will do when you do a live stream to the billboard. So we need to implement a 6-second delay. Just in case if something's happened, someone take off their pants. So we want to block that immediately. So obviously you can see the live text will be shows on the screen as well. We want to screen them. We want to moderate that. We want to make sure that everything shows outside. It's okay, not hurting the brand, not getting us into the trouble. And this is something, again, we did, and what we always try to do is we try to connect with more billboard, more region, and then try to have a greater influence. And this is what we did. We try to connect the billboard from different city and then create a connectivity.
I've been to so many places around the globe, but I've never traveled to Asia. Taiwan seems like a place with such a rich history, great people, and an excellent city scene.
I love connecting with people from other cultures. I've never met anyone from Taiwan before, but I would like to know and understand them better.
We set up 2 billboards, one in the heart of Times Square, New York, and one in Taiwan. By linking the 2 billboards together via live stream, we are able to connect people across the globe.
I sent a virtual dance halfway across the world on a screen to people who were dancing back to me. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Some people were making half hearts and really connecting, and it's cool that we're in the same time, but in a different place.
I think it shows modern time, so now with the whole globe is connected.
So, that's how we connect the different region and try to expand the influence and how to connect the Times Square and how to push the Times Square experience to different corner and to working with different billboard together. So like what we shows in the video, people feel like they are now connected, even though it's different location, and they still feel that, hey, I will be able to send a message. So you just have to have the system platform set up, and pedestrian, people, and the user, they will, they want to engage. And that's the key thing for the experience for the digital out of home. You want people to directly engage with your content, your billboard, and that's how they will learn the message. What we feel so far is with the digital wars this day, people getting so many messages, so many advertisements. We're getting visual fatigue. We're seeing the same thing again and again. You don't actually see it anymore. You're going past through, well, I don't know how many of you have been in Times Square, but I don't know if you remember any advertisement in Times Square. The only thing that you're going to remember is the scenes you have actually engaged with. The scenes that you experience, that's scenes you remember. So this is the next things we did, and we basically engaged with the VR. We directly connect the VR headset and with the billboard. We bring the virtual reality bike, so for people who actually biking virtually in Times Square, but then they feel themselves in another country and in another space. We use the 8K resolution of the 360 camera and create a 3D effect. So it's really convincing.
Why do you travel?
I am curious to experience new places.
It's amazing for me.
Yeah, amazing and funny because we never expect to be in New York and in Taiwan at the same time. This is actually the first time that I've tried anything like VR related, and it was amazing. I felt like you're literally there. I really.
So it's the experience that make people remember that what is that, and then that's how advertisement or the message you try to pass over will embed it into people's mind and try to know that what you try to transfer. This way will be much better if you just say, this is on sale, this is what we try to sell you, and then try to push it one way. We try to bring engagement into the advertisement cases. And that was about 6-7 years ago. And then the world started to, getting to do the 3D scenes. And the 3D scene is actually, we have been doing that since probably 15 years ago. They are 3D content 15 years ago in Times Square. But it's until recently, probably 3 or 4 years, and we're starting to see a lot of 3D content. And then we see the 3D content again in Times Square, everywhere again. And this is what we see. The left one was back in 2014. And then we have the similar content, but of course, higher resolution, higher, better picture, more actionable item. But that's the trend. So digital out-of-home space, it's a space where there will be a new concept, there will be new idea coming out, but it still take time Take time. It's like every industry around the world. It's the new idea coming in, and the same thing will try to apply it again until a lot of people are starting to adopting it. So this is what we did back in, again, 2013. This is not in Times Square. This is where we did for NTV, Sony, and Intel. You know, they do a lot of projection in the hallway in the museum, and to create this 360 immersive experience. Again, it's really popular right now, 360 image everywhere. And then we bring this to Times Square. You know, we in 2023, just last year, we bring the brand to do a Times Square takeover, and for the people to actually to feel the entire space. And for the One Piece and so many different brands doing the takeover to own the complete space. This is like the Disney, the Little Mermaid, and then another one, the Tiffany, the famous brand. So we're starting to, to bring this experience in Times Square to take over, and that's what we've been doing for the past year or two. And years ago, we had the phone call with, FaceTime. We're doing the FaceTime with Cristiano Ronaldo in Times Square, and basically bring his live image synchronized across all the billboards in Times Square. And yeah, that was a blast as well. So this has become a trend of doing the takeover 360 experience. Then we do, again, every month we do a midnight moment. We will work with the artists around the world for them to submit their content, and we play back for 5 minutes in Times Square to do a complete takeover. Once every Sunday from 12 to 12:05 in the midnight moment to emphasize the Times Square takeover scenes. So we try to do this around the world and try to engage with different billboards together and try to do a global takeover. We did this with the Asus and all different scenes. So starting the digital out of home is now booming. Once again, digital out of home is not a new scene, but now it's getting more and more. Las Vegas, the Sphere, and in Korea, in China, in everywhere, in Japan, more and more content. The building itself, it's now want to have its own character and then to build into the billboard with that. So one thing that we tried right now, we're working with the building, try to bring the experience directly. We try to bring the hardware into the building, so later on we can build a new experience for the user. So this is the project we are doing right now. This is the concept, and this is the actual construction that we're doing this right now. And we hopefully to finish this by June this year. So this is what we've been talking about is the hardware, and now we're talking about software. And software is the things that we need to be able to bring this together. So digital out of home is not just the not just the hardware that need to accommodate the building, but also the software that need to be able to do the mapping, interactive content, and ultra high resolution, and together with the billboard to create a unique experience. AI. So yes, that's me. One single picture, face front picture, and you can do a general content.
So you want to go to a real party?
Yep, that's me. It doesn't have to be long, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, you put your face in here, and this is 5 seconds, 4 seconds of content. That's me. Not just, you can see not just quickly mapping a face, but also you change the skin tone, you change the laughing, you make everything together. That's the power of the AI. We change the face. Imagine that you're playing with your favorite sports star, and you replace the goalkeeper with your face, and you play with the Messi, you play with the Ronaldo, and directly in your advertisement. It doesn't have to be long. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. That's all you need. And this is the impact that you'll be able to bring. This is how you bring in the data from the user. Get their interest. So, every year we try to bring more creativity, everything. And we believe the next generation of the digital out of home is to engage all of this together to create exponential DOOH. All right, so I think I'm running out of time. So, any question?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Can you hear me? Can you hear my microphone? The takeover, that looks cool. The takeover of Tiffany of the whole thing.
Yes.
What does it cost? Give us a ballpark figure.
Again, I will answer that directly. It depending on how many billboards you want to take. So the lowest we have been executed, it's about 800,000.
Okay.
That's the lowest we have executed so far. The top we have executed is about 4 million.
Depends on time and whatever.
The
and how many
time,
billboards you
duration, how many billboards together, what kind of technology you want to execute it.
So how does it compare with the Sphere? Where you see mind-boggling numbers about how expensive the Sphere is, in the Vegas. Too.
Yes.
Is it similar or is it?
So Sophia, it's also price range about that as well.
Yeah.
But I think for the Sophia, I think per hour or maybe per day, I don't remember the pricing exactly, and I don't want to speak for them.
Yeah, I think it was like 500,000 somewhere. That's
Yes,
the number.
it's about
I'm
half
not sure.
million.
Yeah,
It's about 500,000 as well.
Yeah.
But it's the experience that you want to bring into your brand. So take over.
And it's a different audience. Let's be realistic. I mean, it's a totally different audience in Times Square. It's much more international. It's
international. It's the landmark. It's the icon that I met in here, and I will be a broadcast and us like connecting with the rest of the world and to do this together, basically.
Cool. Rafale, thanks a lot. Very amazing stuff. And
Thank you.
I think you're still here on the show, so if anyone has questions, you will be at the conference and later on also on the show floor.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Good.